Aaron Burnett Out Front, weeknights at 7, only on CNN.
Do you believe that it's happened yet?
It's starting to sink in. Yesterday I was just in a daze all day. It was just so surreal that something like this happened. But, you know, I've always had a premonition that someday I would get a call like this, but I just thought it would be much further in the future than at 24.
And you know, when you said you always had a premonition, I was just looking through some of the, I mean, your daughter on her Facebook page, she joked she had more lions and tigers on there than she did have friends, and talked about this being her calling, and that her calling drooled on her pants. I mean, that's how much she loved these big cats. What drove that passion? I mean, was that something you knew from when she was a really little girl?
Yes, at 6 or 7, she somehow got in her mind that she wanted to grow up and study Siberian snow tigers in Siberia. And she would tell that to everybody, and we thought it was just a passing fancy. But she never played with dolls or anything like other little girls. She was really a tomboy, and she stuck with that idea of tigers. All her artwork, pictures in her room were about tigers. And then when she went to elementary school, in the local elementary schools, her mother and I would go to parent-teacher conferences, and she would, the teachers would say, you know, your daughter has a lot of artistic talent, but the problem is she only does the same subject over and over again, tigers. And she just kept that obsession with tigers, and then later big cats, all the way through high school, through college. And what really confirmed it wasn't going to change was when she was in college up at Western Washington University in Bellingham. She was up on a ski lift one day at Mount Baker, where she was a ski instructor on weekends for a part-time job. Yes. And a little boy was sitting in the chairlift with her, and that little boy, she was trying to make conversation with him, asked him what his favorite animal was, and he said, tigers, like my grandparents have. Well, his grandparents lived right there in Bellingham, and she thought, how could they have tigers and lions? And she found out they had exotic pets right on their property in the outskirts of town. So she went out there and spent the next 3 years helping take care of them and maintaining them and watching them when the people were gone. So that's where she really got her training with lions and tigers, and she just loved it. She was so happy. We'd go up there, but we'd all cringe when we watch her go into the cages with those big tigers and lions. But she was fearless, never the slightest bit afraid, and was very well trained on how to handle tigers and lions.